Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and viewing. Today I wanted to do a little video information tutorial on using Poshmark. The Poshmark app, it is available on Android, Google Play Store, and the Apple Store. I don't have an iPhone, so I'm not even sure about that. Here's the emblem there, and you can just download it and sign up for free. If you want to use my referral code, you can simply use this code here, TRobinson611. You will get $5 when you sign up, a $5 Poshmark credit, and then after you make your first purchase, I will earn $5 as well. So it's, both ways there. TRobinson611. So when you sign up, be sure to use my referral code. And let me just go to my closet so you can see how my layout is. I have been a Poshmarker since January 2013. I have all of my social medias attached, my YouTube, Pinterest, everything like that. Here are some of my love notes I've received, Posh Stylist activity, the brands that I follow, and all of your about there up on the top. And if I wanted to look at someone else, you just go to their about page and you can see where they are, and how long they've been on Poshmark, how many sales, average time to ship, their discount, and some ratings. So that's just the basics on buyer seller information and how to excuse my sniffling, I have a cold right now. How to know who you're buying from, because the biggest thing that I would warn someone about when buying on Poshmark is reading the descriptions very carefully. Let's go to my likes. So they have a very wide range of items. I love, love, love shopping on Poshmark. Like, love it. I love selling on Poshmark because that means I earn money to shop on Poshmark, and I can buy shoes like this pair. When you click on a listing, it will show up here in the top left, up here. It will show you the seller name. This is how many likes, and this is how many comments. This button up here will share the listing. So, I can share it, just share it to my followers. This is a bundle, and you can add different items from a specific closet. I had to follow them. And you can see on this person's closet, I'm assuming they're probably fairly new, but even with these great brand names and really nice items, okay, really nice looking listings, great photos, clean items, decent descriptions, condition, brand new with tags, without box, size 11. Make sure you read the descriptions very carefully when you are shopping. I know Poshmark does a wonderful job at removing any designer replicas or, fake items that people try to scam you with. So as long as you're careful with what you're buying and who you're buying from, I know if you purchase over $500 that Poshmark will authenticate the item for you for free. So let's say that I wanted to buy this pair of shoes right now. Down here, you can hit this button, offer, and then you can put in your offer, $500 or whatever. When you do this, they are binding. So if the seller accepts your offer, it will instantly be taken from your debit card, credit card, Poshmark credits, or PayPal account. I think they also allow Google Play as a payment method. I'm not going to click buy now, but if you just click buy now, then you can check out. It's a very quick checkout process. I also know the customer support is wonderful. They are really, really good at helping to solve any issues that may arise when you're shopping. So that's just the overall gist of using Poshmark. When you go on shop, you can see all my search histories, your brands. They have men, kids, women, plus size, petite, juniors, maternity. I mean, there is something for everyone in the family here on Poshmark. And that's the shopping side. What are we at? 6 minutes? Awesome. Here is my feed section, which now we are going to get into the more important part is how to make money selling on Poshmark. I will go ahead and show my my sale history. I will admit that I have not been working as hard on my Poshmark sales as I used to. I'm a little low on inventory right now, but I still run my account and I still share and like and shop using Poshmark. My Posh stats. This is where it will show you how many shares, how many listings you had available. And here, this is what I want you to see. This right here. I have 230 listings total, 203,000 followers. I am a Poshmark ambassador. I am also a suggested user, which means that my name, my profile pops up when it shows recommended closets to follow or people to buy from. I have sold 81 listings total, with my earnings being $619, with an average rating of 4.7 ratings. If you see down here on your Posh Stylist analysis, right here, this is where it shows how many shares I have given, how many new closets, like when you sign up using the code TRobinson611, when you sign up using whichever referral code or you create your account on Poshmark, you make an About Me, About the Posher listing. I will go and share the new Poshers closets listings, and that is my new Poshers shared. 1,300. I have 32,400 shares. Wow, that's funny. That's a even number. And I am in the top 10% of the sharers. And I will say, me sharing other people's listings gives me shares back. Let me scroll down through my news feeds here. I have a lot of news feeds. Here we go. Okay. this is how, it's kind of like when you're on Instagram and you do like for like and, follow for follow type deal. Well, here on Poshmark, you do share for share. I will usually just go through, I'll find someone's closet. I have already reshared this the Fashion Yards closet. These users do not know that I am showing their closets on my video. I do not know these sellers personally. I haven't done business with them personally. They're just some of the other Poshmark closets available to shop from, share to, share from, etc. And since she shared so many of my listings, shared, she shared almost all of my available listings, then I would go back onto hers and share all of the stuff that I think would sell fast for her. There are very important things when you create a listing. Okay, I'm just going to use whichever photo. Let's just use a black photo to get it started so I can show the layout when you create a listing. So you just go to sell, you take your photos, you can add 4 photos, and I believe you can add another 4 photos, so a total of 8. And if for some reason that isn't enough, enough photos to show the item, you are able to create a second listing. But just make sure you mention in the description that you have another listing with more photos or whatever the case. So you add your photos in. Then you give your title here on the details. What are you selling? So say it was just a pair of Converse tennis shoes. Converse can go either men or women. It shows both sizes. So let's just say they are a men's size 5 and a women's size 7. Let me confirm that's the right. Yes. A men's size 5 Converse is a size 7 in women. So in your description and in your title, if it's something that can be unisex or used for either genders, you can word it in a way that will help it sell faster or pop up in the search easier. Make sure you are very clear on what the item is, that you are describing it exact the way it is. I have had items returned to me for, okay, let's say the size listed on the shoe was 6.5, but it fit more like a 7.5. So when I listed the item, I noted that it fit as a 7 or 7.5, even though the size listed on the shoe was 6.5, 6.5. It did not fit as a 6.5. Someone bought the shoes, they got them home, and then returned them because I wasn't specific enough in my description. Although it did not fit a 6.5, it fit a 7.5. You just have to be very, very specific when it comes to any details like that about your item. That way you are protected, and that way your sellers know they can trust you. You definitely do not want items returned for mismatched description, and to this day, it has been about 4 years since that happened, and it still bothers me to this day. Oh, please excuse my cat. Let me pause so I can get him to quiet down. Okay. Well, he's probably going to keep crying, so we'll just let him cry in the background. Okay. So yes, being very descriptive when you are creating your listings, and then choosing the correct category for it to be in, whether it be men's, kids, or women's items. They have accessories, bags, dresses, intimates, jackets and coats, jeans, jewelry, makeup, pants, shoes, shorts, skirts, sweaters, swim, tops, and other. I'm not sure what you would consider other. That I think their categories pretty much cover everything. And then they have subcategories, which I love that they added that feature in. If so, say it's a women's shoe, then you go to your subcategory, whether sneakers, sandals, heels, flats, boots, combat boots, winter and rain boots. You know, they have all these types of subcategories, so you can get really specific. Having your item in the right category and subcategory is very, very crucial to having more sales. Not only the categories, but your size and your brand. You can do one size, or you can add a custom option, whether that be a 32 wide or, you know, whatever odd numbered sizes there are. You can write that in so you can be very specific about it. Then your brand, search for a brand. Let's just say my favorite shoe brand, Christian Louboutins. Select your brand. You can select up to 2 colors. So say you have something that is mostly red and black, but has a little bit of white, you would put it under red and black, or whichever colors are most prominent on that item. Whether it is new with tags, yes or no. An item is new with tags if it is brand new, unused, and has all of the original tags attached. And then you can check the policies and everything like that to be sure that when you're putting these labels on your items to sell, that they are accurate. And then you'll put what the original price of the item was. So let's say it was a $50 coat that you got. The original price is $50. And then the price you want to sell it for, let's say it's a new with tags. Yes. Once you are able to create listings and have outstanding reviews, have enough shares, things like this, you can do boutique items. I will probably do a part 2 video talking about wholesale items and boutique items and how you can sell boutique items on here, because not everybody can. So new with tags, yes. The original price was $50, so let's say we're going to sell it for $40. Because remember, there is $6.49 shipping on anything. So people want to shop on Poshmark to save a few dollars. A brand new with tags coat that's never been used, selling for $40 with $6 shipping, would save about $4 to $5 on the item if they didn't go buy it at the store and bought it here on Poshmark. However, as you note, down here at the very bottom, there is also a slot that says your earnings once the item sells. So the way Poshmark works is they make this service available to us and help us sell our items. And they take a small fee, which I think is very fair. And that is this number down here, your earnings when sold. So at a $40 item, they take $8 of it. I believe it's a percentage based on how much the item sells for. I'm sure it's very easy to find seller fee policy. Listing is always free on Poshmark, but when you make a sale, we deduct a fee from your listing price. For sales under $15, the fee is a flat rate of $2.95, and then you keep the rest. For sales of $15 or more, the fee is 20% of the listing price and you keep 80%. And this all includes a wonderful customer support area, help on any issues that you may have. So I think that's reasonable. In my opinion, I think that's reasonable. So now that we have boiled down the basics of getting started on Poshmark, let's recap the tips, okay? Let's recap the Posh tips for making more money on Poshmark. Number 1, photos. Great photos. Not all of my listings have great photos, but I always try to do my very best that I possibly can and try to set them up in some little thing. I'm sorry, hold on just a second. Okay. So yes, I try to set them up in, some cute little display, using a mannequin on your clothing items with good lighting, good views of the items. When I first started, I definitely struggled a bit until I had my mannequin. I can tell you it makes a huge difference being able to see the shape of the item, and like this jacket. If this jacket was just simply hanging on a hanger, it would not look near as cute as it does on this mannequin with this dress. I really recommend trying to find a mannequin. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Mine is just a front torso only with a stick stand, like a pole stand type thing. It's only a front half, the back half is flat, and it works just fine for me. I know they sell them online. I'm sure you could find them at many different places, but specifically Hobby Lobby, I know, sells really nice ones for under $100. And when you're talking about investing in display items, just remember that it takes time. It takes time and dedication to earn money on Poshmark. You really have to work at it. So don't get frustrated if it takes, a few months for you to start seeing your sales pick up. Just follow the Posh tips, and I promise you, you will see an increase. So far we've gotten photos, display, lighting, descriptions and titles, along with your categories, colors, new with tags, pricing. Remember that this is a new or used items, and when people come here to shop, they are looking for a discount. So when you're pricing things really, really high, you're not going to get as many sales as if you maybe lowered it just a little bit. Now, the very most important part of earning money, and the number one Posh tip for earning more money, is sharing. Share like you can't take it anymore. I mean, just click that share button. Share it. Doesn't have to be anything specific. You can go on a closet and share multiple items from the person's closet. Okay, just share here on this button. Hit share. This button right here. This one. Share. Ooh. Share to my followers, or you can share to your Pinterest. And we'll just put this on my Posh Picks because I have a board named My Posh Picks. And actually, when you connect your Pinterest account, it automatically creates that board for you. Okay, so let's run over to the Pinterest and see what just was saved. So when I share items, they go into this board, My Posh Picks. I don't have to share it to Pinterest for it to do this. I can share it on Poshmark to my Poshmark followers, and it will also pin onto this board here. So not only are you sharing, and when people share your items that have their Pinterest connected, is it sharing to their Poshmark followers, but it is also sharing to their Pinterest. Since we have this going now, I also want to show this up here. I believe at noon, this is Eastern Standard Time, is when these start. We have a noon, a 3 p.m., and a 10 p.m. party. So let's say we want to share some items into this party. We need to go to brands. And Michael Kors, because that's one of the brands listed in the party that's currently going on now here. Michael Kors, Coach, Cole Hand, and more. So, and you can share items of that brand into the party, or items that you have of that brand into the parties, and those are going to be seen the most, because that's where, oh, let's say I'm somebody who really enjoys Michael Kors. When I see something that brand, I just want it because it's Michael Kors. They come here onto these parties and shop just for these specific brands. So your item has a little more chance being seen when it's listed in these party brand label parties, or sometimes they are women's or kids or men's party, men's fashion, things like that. So they have all kinds of different fun, super fun parties, and the 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. party is the best. That's where you can get host picks, and whoever is hosting the party picks and chooses specific listings that go onto their host pick list. When someone sees your item was a host pick, I would say that's probably 25% more chance that they will buy it, just because they know it is following all the Poshmark seller guidelines. It's, under policy, which is very important. When you're buying something on here, if it's not under the Poshmark policy, it might not be covered if you need to get a refund or return an item. So sticking to the guidelines, the community guidelines, the Poshmark policies is just as important as sharing and doing all of these other things to help boost your sales. I think we are coming up on 30-minute mark here. I really did not expect this video to run this long. I really appreciate you staying with me and listening to my tips. I know I definitely covered all of the most important things to do to make money and how to sell on Poshmark. I hope you enjoyed the video. Excuse my sniffly nose again. I'm really sorry, but I really wanted to get this out. I think it's a great thing. I love Poshmark. I think a lot of other people would too. So I hope you sign up here using my code TRobinson611. I hope you find awesome shoes or pants or dress or even a watch, belt, wallet, anything fashion, accessories wise. I hope you find something that you will love and end up making a lot of money selling on Poshmark like I have. Feel free to ask me any questions down in the comments. And thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. Bye.